reading books and reading online material about the nature of just about everything that you could ever think of. And the more I found out, the more questions I had, the more I doubted. And how subjective everything is, it makes it very difficult to find a truth that underlines not only
your point of view, because it's your perspective. What is best for, I don't even want to say humanity, because the word more
consciousness.
The consciousness. I think that we should be striving toward or understanding what is best for consciousness as a whole.
Yeah.
And I think all these spiritual gurus are having trouble because they dissecting information that was passed on to them by, it could be from their ancestors, it could be from their awakening that they had, Kundalini or whatever kind of, but they're interpreting a lot of information to people in a religious type way instead of having it more of a free, universal free, free energy. Everyone who is maybe seeking to be more alert to life, because everybody don't want to be woke. I can say that, right?
Yes, everybody's at their own individual
space.
That's the beauty of it, but at the same time, it's also the detriment of it, because if you are, how do I put this? I have to determine the conditions that create someone who seeks. Number one, you have to have an innateness to it, like an innate, pre-existing connection to it. Okay. But at the same time, you have to have the correct upbringing conditions as well. So those are very vast subjects that I have to get into.
I wouldn't even say correct upbringing, because
I don't mean correct. I mean the correct conditions.
Well, yeah, you have to be in particular circumstances,
right,
to go on that type of journey. Because
if you're going to follow the mass narrative for most of your life, which I questioned from the very beginning, for me, I was born with an innate awareness, with an innate inner knowing of the truth and spiritual awakenings ever since I was a small child. And I knew that the cult I grew up in, that was a Christian cult, it was all wrong.
So many people who following something blindly.
See, Roman era, it was actually a pacifist ideology.
Christianity,
before it became Christianity became weaponized.
Christianity didn't even come about. I want to say, was it like 300 years after Jesus? It was like, so Jesus, the one that they said that passed on the cross, did not create Christianity. This was a man concept.
Man created Christianity based off of his
Christ-like.
And to be Christ-like.
Yes.
I've experienced the perspective of a bee before from its own shoes.
Profound.
Because it landed on my nose, and you have a lot of sensory organs on your nose, and I could feel it vibrating. It's just all about it's
everything, frequencies and vibrations.
Yeah, but bees are so essential to all. Like they pollinate. They're a very sacred thing.
And you know what's funny? I just learned, and I don't want to say it. Well, I guess I can say I just learned. Maybe I knew a little bit, but I just had it broken down to me that in Christianity, the Bible, Satan and Lucifer are two different beings.
Right, exactly.
One is a light worker and one is pretty much a dark worker. Satan is
so I know a lot about this.
Yeah, this is a very fascinating.
So Lucifer is a false light aspect of what light is, and Satan is the darker aspect of that.
Why did you say false for Lucifer? Because you can't say false when it is illuminating, because Lucifer does illuminate.
There are different aspects of light consciousness. Lucifer is, yes, an illuminator, but also he puts his own spin on things. So let me put it to you this way. Lucifer is the light aspect.
Okay.
The good.
Satan
is the dark aspect. And they're both evil, but they're both representations
of self too.
They're both, in the end. So it's like this. They're deceptors, right? And so they play both sides to get you on both paths. How the deception works, when really there's only one